Hi everyone, welcome to Sharks Fan TV with the man Humphrey. Yeah, there we are. Sharks Fan TV where we're keeping it black and white. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this from. Thanks for joining in. Before we start, I just want to say appreciation to you fans, or to you fans of the Sharks and fans of rugby for always keeping this show wanting more and more and that's why I'm here. That's why I keep making this. So keep on liking and commenting and sharing this video as well as we take along. Talk about Sharks rugby, talk about just rugby in general as well. Yeah. So last week was a tough one to take the defeat to the Bulls, especially while we're playing in the Shark Tank. So it was a hard one to take, and just seeing them off now to the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup finals against Benetton of Italy. They're playing in Italy. So good luck to the Bulls, but I wish we were there. I also saw in the in Sharks Twitter they were wishing them luck. That's good sportsmanship. No ill feeling, but just wish we were the ones who were there playing in the inaugural Rainbow Cup final against teams from Italy. Let's see how they perform. Which actually they'll play tonight at 6:30. I'm gonna cut some highlights there. Not really, not really thinking of watching it, but I'm gonna cut some highlights. But there's bigger fish to fry. Chelsea Sharks back here at home. Speaking of Chelsea Sharks, the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup just went. Wasn't a disappointing, but the finishing was disappointing. So we finished third. If we take a look at the table, we finished third with 16 points. Stormers actually finished second with 17 points. And don't forget, Stormers didn't even play their final game against Lions because there was a break in COVID protocol in the Lions camp. So Stormers were awarded all 4 points. Bulls heading out there with 25 points. So that was the league table. Of course, the Lions are behind or closing the table with only 12 points. 8 points, sorry. Right. The points scored, the top scorer in the tournament was Mornay Stein for the Rainbow Cup SA, followed by Corinne Bosch. That was the only player in the top 10 who has more points with 43 points. Mornay Stein had 53 points. So still, as much as we relied on Bosch's kicking, wasn't enough. Mornay Stein just had a little bit more, and we're talking about that experience. And I think that's why he still gets selected in the Lions Tour, um, in the British and Irish Lions Tour, which will start next month. So that was a recap. But guys, I want to know, what was your player of the tournament for Chelsea Sharks? I want to know what you guys are thinking. Who was the player of the tournament? For me, thinking of it, I think it was a newcomer actually. I will put out player of the tournament. He played almost most of the games. Well, not a newcomer, but we know that this guy can really have an impact in the team, and that's that's Manili Bok actually in the final few games. Although he didn't play much in the final few games, I think he really shone, and he can handle that number 10 position. And also, I didn't see when we were trying him in the preceding or the previous tournament of Super Rugby Unlocked and the Currie Cup as a fullback. I didn't think he suited that, but as soon as he made a step to the fly half position, I think he really lit. And Corin Bosch has has a competition there, so Manny Libok is my man. I don't know if you guys know of someone else. Probably Sia Kolisi in one game, just honorable mention. In the Lions game, he really no, in the Stormers game, the Stormers second game, he showed his true colors. But yeah, there is more to come for this team. The team was collectively defensively not as strong as we had hoped for. But yeah, you see. So let me know, guys, what your player of the tournament was, who your player of the tournament was for you. For me, I'll choose Manny Libok just because the others were, they didn't perform according to expectations. Especially Sbu Nkosi. The guy really didn't get a lot of the ball, get a lot of the game. Lucanio Am as well. He was in and out. Or yes, he was rested, but I really wished he had more to his game. To his game. But yeah, one game played by Mapimpi, and he shone in that game against Lions. So yeah, those are just honorable mentions for me. Right, so we move over from Pro 14. We're now talking about the Currie Cup. It's back, the tournament is back, and last week there was just a lot of news that was going on, and I could not get all of them all of the news at once because it was an extensive video. Yeah, and you saw how late I posted it. Apologies for that, guys. Apologies. That was my fault. This one hopefully will catch you before the game. Yeah, so going into the Carling Cup, the fixture lists were announced. The fixtures actually, before that, let me just talk about this new tournament that has begun or that will begin in September. It's called the United Rugby Championship. URC. United, feels like an MMA fight or something, UFC or something. But it's called URC, United Rugby Championship. It will have all these 16 teams that played in the Pro 14 tournament. However, it will be divided into the regional pools. 4 teams, regional pools. Let's go over them. So we have 4 regional pools. The Irish pool will consist of Connacht, Leinster, Munster, and Ulster. Let me just put my phone on silent there. Sorry, guys. For Wales, the Wales pool will consist of Dragons, Cardiff Rugby, Ospreys, and Scarlets. The South African pool, it's of course the 4 teams that played: Sharks, Bulls, Lions, and Stormers. Italian and Scottish pool will consist of Benetton, Edinburgh, Glasgow, and Zebre. So 4 teams in each pool, 4 pools of each. So that's 16 teams, sorry. Now, this is how the tournament is going to be played. I'm just going to read from what they say it will happen. So the regular season of the United Rugby Championship will take place across 18 rounds, with each team fixtures comprising of 6 home and away fixtures against their regional pool opponents and 12 home or away fixtures against the remaining teams in the league. So what they're saying here is SA, we'll talk about Chelsea Sharks. So Sharks will play 6 games against the SA pool. So we'll play like how we played the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup. Bulls, Stormers, and Lions will play them home and away. Those are 6 games we'll play. The remaining 12 games will play either home or away on the against the other teams that are in the tournament. So we'll go maybe to Edinburgh, or we'll come to or Glasgow will come to us, or Dragons from Wales will go to their stadium, vice versa like that. Zebre will play there in Italy. So there will be 6 games that are played in SA soil first of all, and then an additional 12 that will either be played at the Shark Tank or away against the European counterparts. So that makes 18 games played across the season. From that 18 games, the top 8 who will be seeded, or the top 8 who will finish in the overall log. So they will only have 1 log, although the tournament is being played in pools first of all. So they will have a final log that the points accumulated will place you in the final log, and the top 8 of the final log will make it to the playoffs. The playoffs will be the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, which will be announced how it will happen. But yeah, so the top eight will compete in playoffs, quarters, semis, and finals, and the finals will be played, and the winner will be the winner of the inaugural United Rugby Championship. Now, here's a catch from the United Rugby Championship. Once we play that, the top eight will compete in Heineken Cup. For those who don't know, Heineken Cup is the European tournament championship against teams that compete in the what do they call it? In the Six Nations. Yeah. So we have England, Scotland, Wales, Italy, France, and Scotland who compete in the Six Nations. So the teams that finish in the top eight will have a chance to compete in the Heineken Cup. Heineken Cup has a 24 team, which is a European tournament. I don't know if South African teams will play in the Heineken Cup, but if you watch football, if I can explain it, Heineken Cup is like the Champions League of rugby across Europe there. So I don't know if we'll be allowed, or I'm suspecting we will be. I'll find out more information for you guys. The rest of the other teams from 9 to 18, the 8 of them will play in Championship Cup, which is a second tier. It's almost like in football terms, it's Europa League. So there is the Heineken Cup and there is European Challenge Cup. So this is Championship Cup and Challenge Cup, which is the second tier. So from 9 to 18, they will compete in the Challenge Cup. From 1 to 8, they'll compete in the Heineken Cup. So a bit of incentive there, I can say, a bit of like motivation for teams that are competing in this United Rugby Championships to, really play well and hopefully represent their club in the Heineken Cup, which is a very prestigious cup in terms of rugby championships. So that is how we're gonna move on. The tournament will start in 2022. No, the tournament will start in September 2021. For Heineken Cup, it will be for 22-23 fixtures. Yeah. So once we begin there in September, we'll see how it fares, and we're gonna cover it here in Sharks Fan TV. We'll always cover rugby for Chelsea Sharks and just rugby in general because we love our club. So moving on now to the Carling Cup. Now, like I said, there was a bunch of news last week that I missed this one, but it was announced. The Carling Cup fixtures list were announced. So first of all, it's the oldest cup in history, and 7 teams are competing in this tournament. So we'll have New Nation Pumas, Bulls, Cheetahs, Griquas, Sharks, of course, Western Province, and Xerox Lions. So the tournament actually has begun with Pumas beating Lions yesterday in Mbombela. So they are ahead of the log with the rest to play. But our fixtures, let's just concentrate on the Sharks fixtures. So first we'll start with the Tafel Griquas. We'll play Griquas in Free State against Sharks, and then we'll go over to Cape Town for Western Province versus Sharks. So 2 away fixtures first of all, and then we're at home to Lions on July 10th. Sorry, let me just give you the dates. So today's June 19th, and we're competing against Griquas. Kickoff is at 3 o'clock, at 1 o'clock. Then we'll go over to Western Province on June the 30th, which is next Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Next Saturday, June 30th, DHL Western Province in Cape Town. Then we're at home to Xerox Lions on July the 10th. July 16th, we're at home to New Nation Pumas. July 21st, we are at home. So 2 away and then 3 home games. The July 21st against Bulls We need a revenge there. And then we are away also in Free State to the Cheetahs. That concludes our first round of the Carling Cup. Then second leg, we'll start with Griquas again at home, and then Bulls at Loftus in August 6th. August 11th, we'll do New Nation Pumas away in Bombela. Johnson's Kings Park Stadium, it will host the August 14th game against Cheetahs. August 21st, we'll go to Lions, Emirates Lions Stadium, and then we'll finish off with a home fixture against Western Province. These home fixtures against Western Province usually are very tough. We're closing out on Western Province. Last season we met in the final. Actually, the season before we met in the final, and we met in the semi-final in the last season, which was January something, January, the beginning of the year in January, because February 2nd was the final against Bulls at Loftus. So those are the fixtures. We start with Griquas, Western Province, and Lions in the first three fixtures. Guys, what do you guys think of the fixture list? What do you guys think that how are we gonna perform in this? Are you happy with the fixture list? Are you happy how the tournament will crop up? And you know, what actually do you look forward to, or which tournament or which fixture do you look forward to? I'm so sad actually, or disappointed that the fans are not gonna be in the stadium for this Currie Cup. Also for just for rugby, because next week the Lions tour warm-up games are beginning, and fans are not allowed in the stadium. So we know that we're in a third wave of COVID, and please guys keep with the regulations, government protocols and all that. Keep sanitizing, stay safe actually. So it is a safety precaution that we're not going to stadiums because um, we are hit with the third wave in SA, and we understand that. It's just so a bit sad. So we have to come out of this, guys. So keep social distancing, and practice all those washing of hands and wearing of mask. Keep the protocol there. So hopefully that when September begins, we can enjoy the United Rugby Championship, guys. So let's try and fight this together. And if you are able or eligible to vaccinate in the second phase, please do so. If you are willing to, it's not a forced thing. If you're willing to, right? Back to rugby. So the fixture list have been announced, and we're gonna take a look at the squad. Actually, that's it's gonna be there. We know that we've lost, not lost, like we've lost 9 players to go to the Springbok team for the Lions tour. 8 players actually, and the 9th is under 21 championship, which played against Uruguay yesterday, 29-10. They won 29-10, but it wasn't an easy fixture for them. But yeah, so 9 players we've lost to the Springbok setup. So obviously there's gonna be a lot of changes for this, and we've introduced a few more players who've come back in. So let me just go back to Jaku's mail. Big up Jaku. Actually, comment, not mail. Where he says how we've spotted some some players, other players who've been signed, and I missed out to say last week. So these are the guys he actually spotted or something. So yeah, we have another prop. I'm just gonna read the comment here. We have another prop, Kudzwai Dube, from the junior box setup. He was spotted at training. Then Mana Sport Hitter, we know about JJ van der Mesht. Dalen Richardson, Sanele Noamba actually is in the Springbok setup. Jaden Hendrickse is there. Caleb Dingan, uh, Impilo Gumede, Takir Abrams. He actually played in the kickoff series. So yeah, Takir Abrams is back. Emil van Heerden has been signed. Harno Jacobs. Yeah. So I think I missed Emil van Heerden and Harno Jacobs and Kudzwai Dube. So big up Jaku Fenter for just letting me know that these guys are in the team or in the squad for the Currie Cup. But let's go over the starting 15 and see what Sean Everett has put forward for this tournament. So in prop, there'll be Kwesi Mona and Kutam Kunu. Those started last week in the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup Ultimate Final, which we lost. Then Fez Bata as a hooker. Ruben van Heerden and Hiron Andrews remain as locks. James Fenter comes in to the flank with Tambalani Boli. Really like how Boli is playing, and I hope he gets more game time as well. Pepsi Buthelezi as was actually announced our captain for the Currie Cup series. Great player, but let's see how many games he's gonna play and if he's gonna step up his game so that he can represent us more and more in the United Rugby Championship, especially when Skumbuzo Noche has been injured until about September there. So you know, Pepsi, this is your time to actually take this chance and just roll with it. You know, right? So Jaden Hendrick says a scrum. Butter Chamberlain comes in as a fly half. Anthony Folmink and Verna Koch, they are blind and open side wing. Marius Lowe and Jeremy Ward are our centers. Then Manny Libok is a fullback. So I told you, I spoke earlier about Manny Libok being fullback. I'm not really I'm not comfortable with Manny Libok being a fullback for us. I don't know. Maybe we could have put Anthony there or so, but let's see how it goes. But I don't like this experiment of Manny Libok being a fullback. I'd rather see him play in this flyer position. But Bota Chamberlain is actually a good flyer who's giving Corin Bosch some competition. Right. So our replacements is Karen van Vuren, Zama Majola, Vean Habst, JJ van der Mesht, Reniel Hugo, Mpilo Gumere, Grant Williams, and Marna Sport Hitter. We just spoke about him. So I think we'll see Reniel Hugo, van der Mesht, Majola, Karen van Vuren. Grant Williams might be a possibility to come in the second half. But yeah, that is the team. Let me go over it once again for you guys. Kwesi Mona and Kutam Kunu are our props. Fez Mbata hooker. Then the lock position will be Ruben van Heerden and Hiron Andrews. So James Fenter and Temalani Boli will be our flanks. Number 8th man will be Pepsi Buthelezi, who's our captain. Jaden Hendrickse, scrum half. Butter Chamberlain, fly half. Blind side wing, Anthony Forming. Open side, Verena Koch. Centers, Manus Law and Jeremy Ward. And then Manny Libok as our fullback. So guys, let me know what you guys think about that. What you guys think about the game that's coming at 1 o'clock SA time. Let me know how you feel or what are your expectations of this tournament so far. Will we go all the way to the finals once again? We've gone to many finals, and the last time we won was the 2019 Currie Cup, which we won against Western Province. Can we repeat the same feat this time? We know 2021, 2020, 2021, the Bulls won it. They actually won all the tournaments we played, but it was a hard season for us. But we're back on form. This is our tournament. You know, are we expected to go all the way? I want to hear your thoughts, guys. I want to hear what you guys, so drop it in this video below and we'll keep it interactive. So that's what I wanted to say, guys. So enjoy. I hope you did enjoy your youth day this week, but keep on enjoying the weekend. Let's see how the fixtures go, and have a great one. I'll see you in the next one.